Welcome to the Exit 333 podcast, coming to you from Plymouth White Marsh High School, where Kevin, Jake, and Brielle talk about anything they feel like.
Welcome into my new podcast idea, the Exit 333 podcast, Philly Sports and Life edition. I don't know if I ever get these football games out, which I don't know how I'm going to do, but if I ever do end up doing that, I might do like an audio file or whatever. These are going to be on that same channel with this photo because I can't figure out how to do a Podbean thing because it's a nightmare. So I have a bunch of random questions and we can go whatever direction and talk for about a half hour and see what happens. So I have Jake on my one side.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm hoping to have a good time today.
And Brielle on the other side.
I'm really excited to be here.
So yeah, Jake was looking at the questions earlier and said he had an answer already. So
some answers are already popping in my head.
So first, just random thing, and I'm not going to try to keep this in any structure like at all. So just like random conversation, kind of like any of our football games ended up being.
Yeah.
You were talking about breakfast. Is breakfast important?
I think it is important, but I don't need it because it's not important for me.
When was the last time you ate breakfast?
Like a week ago.
Really?
Yeah, I never eat it. I can go like I don't need it in the morning. I don't have enough time.
When's typically the time of the day when you do eat breakfast?
Like around 6:30.
Really?
I'm normally laying in bed at 6:30.
No, I'm saying during like the week. It varies like on the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm in bed at 6:30 on the week too.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying when I have it.
Do you eat any breakfast?
Yeah, I eat breakfast. Usually in the morning, I keep it a little light, like a banana and some fruit. I'm not really a big breakfast. I don't really eat many breakfast sandwiches or bagels in the morning because it's just not my appetite is not like my body's not telling me how I want to eat this. I'm more in the mood for fruity and sweet foods in the morning. What about you, Kev?
Yeah, sometimes I'll have something little in the morning, like not in school, not at home. I'll eat something in here, whatever I pack in my lunch, because I don't have I barely get out the door in the morning. Like I wake up at 6:20 and then I leave my house at 6:45, but I don't do anything before then. Sometimes I'll roll out of my bed at 6:40. So I know I just throw on my outfits are pretty much what's clean, what's in front of me, what can I throw on?
Yeah, I'm still wearing shorts right now. It's November.
How are you still wearing shorts? I'm wearing jeans outside and I'm still freezing.
It's in the morning. It can be a tad bit cold, but as the day goes on, it starts to get a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
In the morning it's been terrible.
I'm not cold. I'm not warm. I'm perfectly fine.
So what, you're gonna go outside in the freezing cold and still be wearing shorts, or just finally getting into the pant world? Do you even own pants?
I do own pants, but I just
I've
love.
only ever seen him wear shorts.
I just love the accessibility of shorts.
You know what? I'm not gonna go farther down that rabbit hole of accessibility of shorts. Okay. We all love sports in other ways, so I put a bunch of sports random questions on here. Jake, you had one you wanted to answer that I can probably debate you on, or we can all debate you on.
Yeah.
So the one that immediately an answer just popped right into my head was, what is one Philly sports loss that still haunts you to this day?
Oh no.
And
I got a couple.
Oh no.
And the one that for me pops straight into my head is Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals in 2019 between the Sixers and the Raptors. Mm-hmm. When Kawhi Leonard hit that 4-bounce rim shot and went into the rim and the Sixers lost.
That was the one I was thinking of exactly.
What one were you thinking of, Kev?
I go right to baseball. That one that haunts me the most is that Alec Thomas home run against the Phils in the Diamondbacks series. Number one, no one knew who the guy was. Number two, Craig Kimbrell's been sucking for the entire second half of the season, and he's still not a good pitcher.
Was that 2 years ago?
I think it was 23.
2023?
Yeah, 23. It was the year after the World Series. And you think, okay, all you have to do is win these games against the Diamondbacks, and then you're going to play the Rangers in the World. This is going to be a cakewalk, and then here we go talking about stupid pools and all these other dumb things. That one makes me so mad. And then just everything that followed that whole disaster of a series.
Yeah, because I would also say that, the game series against the Diamondbacks, because you're fresh off a World Series and you're automatically in top favorites to go back to it. and to just come up short against an underdog is just, it's a little bit disappointing, and we haven't been to a conference finals since that time.
Nope. And the Mets and the Dodgers had other ideas.
Yeah.
And what, it's been 2 straight series of losing in the second round?
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Yeah, if I remember right.
I'm sorry to
Yeah.
bring that up, Kevin.
yes, it hurts me. It hurts me all the time.
Hurts me too.
But I have to move on and focus on other sports like basketball that I don't understand. And I know you're more of a basketball person than I am.
Yeah, I watch a lot of basketball too.
But you both are more of a
Yeah.
basketball people than I am. I just don't. Here, you know what? I'm gonna go on my basketball rant that I've actually a while ago. Here's a story into my brain. A while ago, when I had my Twitter account, I made a post about how much I couldn't stand basketball. I made like a long paragraph
I need
post.
to see this at one.
I don't know where it is. The account's gone. I don't have the account anymore, so the post is probably gone. But I think I might have taken screenshots at one point. And it was these long like paragraphs of why I couldn't stand basketball because I was on like a ranting page, and I don't know, it was like 8 or 9. Then this one guy decided to reply to every single one in how I'm wrong and your opinion doesn't matter and all these things all the way down the line. And I do remember that thing, and I haven't sat down and thought about it. I have to sit down and think about it again, but I just can't get into a NBA basketball game.
In the regular season?
I cannot watch one, and even in the playoffs. Like, I can't, because I am so ingrained on every time you score, it matters in a sport, and it just doesn't, to me, matter that much, unless I'm watching it for the wrong reasons. But maybe my goal this year can be try to understand the game of basketball in a different way, because I'll be doing like commentary I don't mind high school and like young basketball.
Do you like college basketball?
Yes, I'll watch that.
Yeah, I like
I won't
March
watch
Madness?
Yeah, March
Yeah,
Madness.
I won't
is
watch
so
the
fun.
NBA. I don't know why. I just can't get into. Like the only part of the game that matters is the final 2 minutes all the time.
And sometimes
I
the
get
game
that.
isn't even close in the final 2 minutes either.
Yeah, like the Sixers
Yeah.
game last night. They were down by 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I remember that one blowout loss to the Sixers. The Sixers had this like really big blowout loss against the Celtics, and I don't know if any of you guys watched that game, but that game was like some of the worst basketball I've ever seen in my life. And in the 2 minutes, there was still no hope, like at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's something I need to work on and figure out. Like, why do you like watching basketball?
Why do I like watching basketball? I would say just I like seeing how the ball moves from the players, and the regular season can get a tad bit tedious to watch because some of the games don't really matter, and 8 teams can just make the playoffs without really even trying. And it feels more like preseason, and the playoffs can seem more like the normal season, more of the season. But yeah, I like seeing how the ball moves, like seeing what players are playing well and how players work with other.
So yeah, the
teams.
one thing that's actually getting me back to watching it this year is the fact we have some speed and young people because Joel Embiid's just slow.
Yeah, he's in his 30s.
Yeah, they're not even like building the team around him anymore.
Nick Nurse pretty much said, I think in a press conference not long ago, that he's just not. That they don't want the whole offense to go through him.
Yeah.
Which
No.
is fair because he's on the field. He's on the field. The court, it's slower.
Mm-hmm.
Feels slower, and I'm like, okay, well then he takes 2 wrong steps. He's on the ground and he's out for 2 weeks.
Exactly. I mean, I think at this point they're building the offense around Edgecombe and Maxey. So I think we've just come to that point where like Embiid's just slow and he's getting older, and that's okay. But like we can't build our entire offense around him anymore.
And he's still productive.
He is.
Even
He still puts
he's
up
what,
good numbers.
31, 32?
Yeah.
And yeah, he's not what he used to be when he was in MVP form, but he's still productive. It's not like he's just
A useless piece of garbage walking around the basketball field.
Well,
Yeah.
Kev feels very strongly about Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
No, I was just. Anyway, well, Paul George, isn't he coming back? Is he good? I haven't watched him play.
He isn't great.
He's definitely regressed over the years.
Is he closer to Embiid form?
I'll probably say he's closer to Embiid, to how the level Embiid is at right now, than he was when he was in an MVP caliber form.
Okay, so we have two
Yeah.
old big guys, and then
Or
a bunch of
injury-prone.
young.
Yeah, they're both of them are very, very injury prone.
Well,
Great.
the good news is we are getting younger, which means less injury prone and more.
Yes, but didn't we just sign Paul George and Embiid to extensions?
Yeah, unfortunately, we did that.
Yeah, I don't think that was the smartest move on this.
Because now they're
but yeah.
untradeable because no one wants to trade for an old injury prone guy who's just not what he used to be in the past few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always I feel like that's always the problem with all four of these teams that we watch all the time. They love certain guys, so we sign those guys, and then we're like, but then most fans end up falling in love with the younger ones, and we have no
Yeah.
room for the younger guys because we signed Trey Turner to an 11-year deal for no reason, no apparent reason, or we signed those guys. I don't know if the Eagles have very many bad contracts because Howie Roseman's actually really, really good at his
Yeah,
job.
we don't have very many. I would say
Yeah.
the only big contract extensions we have are Jalen Hurts. I know Saquon is the highest paid running back, but still, I think when he's at his best, he's worth the money he gets. And I think those are the only two really big contracts I know of.
So
Yeah.
the Eagles are going into their game against the Packers.
Yes.
Win or loss of a game, or how do you think they're going to do?
Win.
I would say, obviously, I'm not going to say no. No, the Eagles are just not going to win against the Packers, and they have no shot. And I like the moves that they made between the trade deadline. Yeah, Jalen Phillips from the Dolphins, Jair Alexander.
Is he going to really? We had this.
And Michael Carter II
Me and you
from the
had this
Jets.
conversation about Alexander. Is he really going to help them?
Jair.
Yes.
He is a Pro Bowl caliber cornerback, and
Yeah.
he's bad with injuries this season, but I think when he's healthy, he can be one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL.
I agree. When he was on Green Bay before he got hurt, that was his prime. That was when he was really good, and that was before the injury. But I think if he can play up to that level again, I think the season should go fine.
And he's only 28 years old, too.
Yeah, he's still
I
young.
heard Ricky Batalico talking on the radio yesterday while I was leaving here at 4:30 trying to get this whole room set up. But I'm leaving and I'm walking home and I'm hearing Batalico talking about Alexander and saying how if the Eagles didn't trade much for him and they got him and a 7th-round pick back, so
I don't
if
know
it
how we
if it doesn't work out, then you didn't give up that much. You gave up a 6th-rounder and got him and a 7th back from the Ravens, which I guess it's because the Ravens are falling apart in front of our faces.
No, the Ravens are starting to come back.
What are their record? 2-7?
I mean,
3-5 right now.
Oh, 3
yeah,
and
they
5.
have some injured players that I think are beginning to come back.
Yeah, and
so.
they're starting to get closer and closer to the Steelers, who are right now on top of the division right now.
Yeah, because the Steelers did, from what I remember, they lost a few games. Although they did just beat the Colts. So
What team is more legit, the Colts or the Steelers?
The Colts, I would say the Colts. I'm still a little bit. The reason why I'm a little bit suspect, and I think the Colts are a tad bit pretenders, is because
I
we
agree.
haven't seen them in the playoffs, and
I'm really having a hard time diving into Daniel Jones being a good quarterback.
he's my fantasy quarterback. I got to
Really?
put all my hope in him.
You are very lucky. It's
did you just pick him off the waiver wire, or did he just?
did you
He was
draft
just
him?
he was just floating in the wind. Nobody picked him up, and I was like, oh, I'll just snag him.
And now he was your starter.
Yeah.
Who was originally your starting quarterback?
JJ McCarthy. I got.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Needed
was-
some upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing with Daniel Jones is just very. Didn't they turn the ball over 6 times this
Yeah,
week?
the Steelers forced 6 turnovers from
That was
them.
If you're a Colts fan, that was probably a rough watch.
But
So-
the reason why I would be a little bit suspect is because in January in Buffalo, New York, where it's 10 degrees, can they still perform like they've been playing this season?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can't tell whether they're actually competitors or they're frauds.
Yeah, the thing that I always laugh about with Daniel Jones is he had no highlights, probably not many highlights in
With the
his
Giants?
career before he went to the Colts.
No.
And his one highlight that a bunch of people remember is him falling over in the Thursday Night Football game.
Yeah, I do remember
against the
that.
Eagles.
I remember that.
There's nobody there, and he just drips. And I'm like, at least you're going somewhere where you're gonna get new highlights. Because
Exactly. I mean, he's also under a good head coach too, Steichen. He
Who's
seems,
Eagles,
yeah,
former Eagles guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was the guy that He was our offensive coordinator when we went to the Super Bowl like 2 years ago.
But that was the one with the holding or the pass interference call, right?
Yeah.
That's still that's one of the moments that still haunts me. I know,
another haunting moment.
Yeah,
There's-
absolutely.
Like all the things I say a lot, the Phyllis sports teams don't know how to lose normally.
Not at all.
They
They
don't
I feel like they get
Yeah.
your hopes up and you think they're actually gonna win, and then something happens and they end up losing.
You think they're gonna, you think it's gonna go better than the other.
So, Bri, what are your thoughts on the Eagles Monday night game against the Packers?
I'm hoping with the snow, it should be a really fun watch. I'm hoping that
Snowing?
there's a strong chance of snow.
Really?
Because
Really?
I think we're playing in Wisconsin, and I hope that.
I didn't know
I
it
don't
was
know.
gonna snow.
I
Then
think
I'll watch because I'll watch normally, but I will watch any game, even if it's like the Jets and the Bills. I will watch any game if there is snow on the ground.
Oh, absolutely.
Any game.
Yeah, I think. I think even with the snow, I think the Birds still be able to pull out a win. I mean, the Packers, they're without Tucker Kraft right now, although they do have Dobbs. But yeah, I think losing Tucker Kraft, I think that hurt them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
You don't know what version of the Packers you're gonna get.
Yeah.
no, you don't. You don't know whether you're gonna get the super competitive Packers or the
Losing to the
mediocre.
Panthers Packers.
Exactly.
And
I
the
don't
Pa-
know how they lose to them.
And the Packers, they're a good team. Their offense can be a tad bit on and off. Like, there's one quarter of a game where they could play, super, high energy, contender football, and then the other quarter they could just be completely disappear for it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fair point.
So yeah, there's then some other things. So I was laughing when I made these lists of ChatGPT questions because some of the questions are just kind of funny and dumb and no one would actually ask said question because it's just okay, you'll read it and it's comedic. So one of the things I saw the one section I had Plymouth White Marsh and Plymouth Meeting Life. The 5 questions on here are just the most unnecessary things to talk about. Is the Plymouth Meeting Mall still a mall or just a weird hangout spot?
It's like a ghost town. I haven't gone there in in a year now. I'd say it's empty. They got rid of a lot of the good stores.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only reason I would go in there is for Dick's, Chick-fil-A, or Chipotle. That's pretty much the only reason why I would be
But
there.
you don't even have to go
Yeah.
in the mall for Chipotle.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Yeah.
you actually don't have to go in the mall for 2 of those things. You can just go park outside
yeah.
for Dick's Sporting Goods. It's they tried to make it better by adding all those stores on the outside, but then they didn't do anything else with the inside, and they let the inside deteriorate and completely fall apart.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
if they want to have a successful mall, I think they just need to completely just redesign it.
Yeah, I think they need to add stores in that people actually want to shop at.
Is a mall at this point just dead?
A mall?
The mall concept.
Because people could just buy it online?
Yeah, the mall concept, except for the places of the King of Prussia Mall is the exception. But even the Willow Grove Mall is dead too. All the Montgomeryville's awful. Those places, it's not popular anymore. Now, I want it to be popular, but it's not
Obviously,
popular
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, the King of Prussia Mall, I feel at least that's the mall where I just go to with my friends now. I mean, I obviously want to go somewhere closer, but King of Prussia has the best stores out of all the malls. That
Yeah,
are
and the best
around here.
surrounding areas, too.
Exactly.
There's so much to that. That's a little business shot area. There's so much right up and down the 202 right there.
And, yeah, and I want malls to continue because I just like the aspect of just going to a mall. Even if I'm not, going there for just walking around.
Walk
It's
down,
just why I like to
they used to
doing.
have in the Plymouth Meeting Mall. They used to have that car racing store. I don't know if you remember that.
Car
at all.
racing store.
You put you get a car and you put it on the track.
I think I know what
and-
you're talking about.
I think I might know what you're talking
And
about.
I forget the name of the place, but I always remember we actually bought a car to go our own one to go on the track, and you would take your little control and you would make it go on these 4 different racetracks. And I always thought that was fun until they closed the place down. And then that was the last straw of me actually enjoying the mall. So they got rid of Annie Ann's at the Plymouth Meeting Mall, which was the dumbest thing in the world. I have no idea why that changed. It's like you go to a mall in this general area. I guess that's the rest of the country. I feel like Annie Ann is a mall location. You're not going to find that anywhere else outside of a mall.
I mean, the people still go to a mall. It's become less and less, and malls are starting to become more obsolete.
Those certain stores that you're not really going to find in like a strip market or something, you're not going to find in Annie Ann's anywhere but a mall. You're not going to find
Sbarro.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a pizza place.
Is that the one in the
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's just it's a pizza establishment that's pretty much only found in malls.
Do you have a favorite pizza spot in this area?
Favorite pizza spot? I mean, obviously, I like local places like Tony and Joe's, which I think it might be changing.
Really?
In Conshohocken, because it's right up the street from my house, and I've always gone there for as long as I can remember.
I didn't know it was changing.
And then I think there's a couple like Conshohocken Pizza. There's probably the pizza place I go to.
I've never been there. I've always driven past that. Is that actually good? Like, I wanted to try pizzas like every pizza shop in the area at one point in the summer, and then I just completely forgot. But like, that's something I wanted to try. I feel like there's no one ever in that parking lot.
Yeah, there's no one really in that part. It's kind of small.
Yeah.
I've only had a cheesesteak there. I've never really had their pizza there. But I mean, I would say, the pizza probably has to be good. I mean, pizza is pizza.
Yeah, it's usually it's usually hard for me to call pizza bad. The only pizza I don't like is Franzone's pizza.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only pizza I don't like. I hate the sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't.
I don't know. Do you guys like it?
I've never. I think I've only been there once, and I forget how their pizza is.
Yeah, I think I've only been there once.
The sauce is very sweet.
Really?
I think I do remember that from getting the pizza there, and then I just got mozzarella sticks instead, because if I don't like pizza at the place, I just get mozzarella sticks, because that's normally at a...
I don't like mozzarella sticks either.
Really?
Not at all.
Those. And that's like my go-to. We're at a softball game, and that's my go-to food item, like, at a softball tournament, is to get mozzarella sticks, sit in the outfield, and just try to not talk about the other team's fans, because then they're sitting right next to me, and I'm very loud.
Yeah.
And then there's one place that I totally forgot. It's in Conshohocken as well. It's closer to the bridge to West Conshohocken. It's called the Couch Tomato.
Oh my gosh,
Cafe
I've heard
de
of that.
Couch
I've driven
Tomato.
by that like a million times.
I would say it's more of a healthier pizza place, and they have shredded mozzarella cheese on top of the pizza.
Oh, that sounds good.
I
would definitely recommend
I've
it.
been meaning to go to Couch Tomato to get pizza.
I always drive
I just
by
like
it.
the name of the place. Like, when I do my bike rides with my one friend to the city a lot.
AJ?
And yes, I was not gonna name drop him, but I guess I'll do it anyway. But anyway, we go down to the city every once in a while. We used to do it every month, and we would end the ride by coming back. And always see Cafe Couch Tomato open, and I never understood why it was named that. We're always like, we should eat there, and then like, no, Tony and Joe's pizza is better for us. We didn't want to change what we were already doing, so we would eat there. But I've always wanted to go there. And there's a lot of places that I drive by or bike by, or like, I want to go there. I never do it, but like, there's a lot of those type of places where you think you want to go, but then you never actually go and do it. I always like I kind of stay with my 3 pizza places. I have Tony Roni's a lot, because we just order that on Friday nights. That's normally my pizza spot.
Yeah.
Because they can drop it off.
I get Roma's, because my dad's like, I live in Roxborough, and that's like right on like Ridge. It's like not too far from where we live there. That's always good pizza. I've been getting that since I was like a little kid.
Yeah, the Iliano's pizza, I always get a lot. That's like very cheesy. Like, have you ever had that?
Eliano's?
Yeah, it's very cheesy.
Where's that?
It's in the the Crazy Hell parking lot giant where I work.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Awful parking lot. That's one of these other dumb questions. What is the worst parking lot in the area?
Oh my god.
I would say it has to be one of the Wawa parking lots.
Well,
Yeah, those parking lots. I don't know, but
it's the giant one. It's the,
yeah,
there's no.
Really?
It's the giant one. Like I have so many
don't
dumb
know,
work stories. They're like
the one near the Dunkin', like the Weiss, like that whole like shopping center.
Yeah.
That one gets bad.
It gets bad, but at least it's organized. Like there's rows and it's organized. The other one in the other giant, like there's people. I'm working. I do the carts there, and I work outside, and I have these people come through. And there's one guy, there was actually full gridlock, and the guy got out of his car and started yelling at some other lady in their car to go park in that parking spot. I'm like, stay in your car. Like, we can all be annoyed, but just stay in the car. The second you get out, something's going to go terribly wrong. Or like,
This was in the giant parking lot?
Yes. Yes, these people are crazy. People are crazy. He lined up. Then this other guy came in with one of those big, like, Tahoe van things.
Oh, God.
Big black cars. And he pulls in, and the parking spaces are, I don't know, no one can see me. I'm noticing I'm doing hand motions, and no one can see me. They're just going to see audio. But, like, a parking space is vertical, and they're, like, across. And then this guy comes in and parks the car the other direction and sends the back wheels of the car are in the area where the rest of the cars are driving by. And he gets out, and I'm like, there's no way you're gonna park there. And he parked there, and he got out of the car and he went into Giant. And people are walking by and looking at the car like, what in the world? Like, what did you think was gonna happen? And then he gets back. I'm surprised he didn't have someone write a note on his car or have something happen. There's so many every Sunday. I only work there for 4 hours on a Sunday. Every Sunday, there's some dumb story about someone doing something that's not really supposed to happen. Like the one guy who returned all of his groceries in luggage bags.
Oh?
Ooh.
Yes.
He returned groceries and luggage?
Yes.
I didn't know you
That's
could
crazy.
return groceries.
He returned his groceries, I guess, and he wanted money back for something, but he brought all the groceries in containers of in suitcases.
Okay,
And
so that's
had
something you don't hear of every day.
Yes, and had to unload, and then the lady came outside who was doing it at the end, and about 30 minutes later, because it took her forever to get all the stuff out, and then something spilled in the suitcase,
dear
and she was
God.
trying to clean it up. And she comes outside, she looks at me, and she goes, "Never, ever again will I ever attend to anyone with a suitcase." I'm like, that has to be a horrifying story. That was in the middle of the summer. Some other guy dropped an entire thing of coffee. Like, he was going to his car, and oh no, it wasn't a dropping cup of coffee. He opened his car door, and there was a bee in the car. So he panicked, threw his coffee cup in the air because he was scared. The coffee exploded on the ground, and he could not get the bee out. So he's running around with his hands in the air trying to get the bee out of the car.
Oh.
Jeez. And you're watching this all unfold?
Yes, I just stand there like, I'm not going to do anything to help you. You just have to figure it out. And I'm just going to commentate on it later. And everyone will know about your dumb car running
This
bee
is just
story.
stuff like you don't hear of happening every day.
No, but when I'm there or it's like all the things like the Disney deaths and all those other things that keep happening. You think of,
See, that scares me a little bit.
you think of, did this stuff happen, or do people just now have cameras to video things?
Good point.
That's a fair question.
I would probably say stuff as like this has always happened, just become more common with technology evolving.
Yeah, I don't know if that's something that just happened. I know a lot of people. I really just brought this to a lot darker of a topic with the people dying in Disney and different
Yeah,
things.
a little bit.
But those, because it's been a story at different points of, even there was just one a few days ago with someone dropping dead at Pop Century Resort.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
They couldn't figure out the cause of that one. Some of them were heart attacks, some of them were other things, but I have no idea. So, anything else on here that I didn't get to that you might want me to bring up?
I have no clue.
Bri?
You can.
I literally have no clue.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny questions. I'll try to come up with a I want to do.
I mean, you can ask some more.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know what. I just started a stopwatch on here, but I didn't. No, I don't know what time it is. I know we're 10 minutes early in this block today.
Yeah.
There's no clock in here. But anyway, Yeah, I don't. So next time we do this, we'll do this next Thursday, Jake. If you're good with that.
Next Thursday?
Next Thursday, block
that works.
1. We should be able to do that
during,
again.
like after school or
That we're
first
doing
block?
block 1.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll do
All right.
block 1 again next Thursday, and I'll have at that point. I came up. There were some like things that ChatGPT gave me of like games and stuff to do on things. So I think we could do that also. Maybe next Thursday, Duncan will join us, and I'll have a 4 round
Nice.
table,
Oh, that'd
which
be
I
cool.
think will be entertaining enough. And we'll say one thing, since Duncan, he's very good at stories. So like we can.
Oh, he
We
has so
can-
many stories from when like he worked in like radio. He talks about like all these guys that he used to like, all these like sports players
Or the
that like
my-
random ones too
my
that
last-
are like
the-
mean.
The last story I had was him working at the thrift store with all the other. You remember that? You were just
Yeah.
telling that a few days ago. Working at a thrift store
I
with.
remember he met this like one Eagles player. I forget who it was. I think it was like something. It was like Donnie something.
He's an
And
interesting guy. I will say one thing. Mr. Duncan is a very interesting guy to talk to, and hopefully
Yeah.
next Thursday we'll get him to join us. If you want to listen to more of random conversations, I will hopefully get some of these football games out, and you can hear any of that. Hopefully Brielle's mic picks up on the football games, because we
I'm
have no
hoping.
idea. We have no idea until I listen to them back. I know Jake's will pick up because he had his hand. Maybe it'll pick up when I launch the mic and threw it, because I didn't mean to throw it the one time. But we will do this again next week, probably a little more structured, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And then the following week we'll figure something else out and try and do one a week. So with that being said, I am Ken Flannery alongside Jake and Brielle, and this has been the Exit 333 podcast, signing off.